Precious. For colored girls who ain't saved by Sandra Bullock or Hilary Swank.
You're awesome.
I'm not a sports fan. But the last basketball game I was dragged to found my ass nailed to the bleachers, my eyes hooked on the visiting team's star player. After his third consecutive basket, I finally saw through the mass of motion that surrounded him and was no longer distracted by the mane of hair comet-tailing behind him, and I made out a yellow 27 on his chest, and I decided I'd be watching him for the rest of the game. And I did. Watched the tour past his nearest defendant, set up the layup, ready the shot, then remind himself that there were people on the team other than him, and pass the ball. Watch the pass every single other player, certain that no one could catch him, and switch up his approach a little bit each time, just to keep it interesting. True grace is knowing how much better you are than everyone, and only choosing to show it a little bit. And 27 had it. And when he passed the foul line I was sitting nearest, he was pursued more closely than he had been, and he turned. Faster, sharper, more out of control than he expected, and left the floor completely. Flew. A pendulum untethered, half spiraling through the air. The crowd fell completely silent just in time to be enveloped by the deafening metal cacophony of his wheelchair hitting the floor. Number 27 was born without legs, and I guess that's what qualified him to be his team's leader. Unlike the other kids who'd only had a few years to adjust to moving with their hands, 27's entire life had prepared him to vault back up and play, and he did. Elbow against gymnasium floor in 2 huge strides, hand planted firmly on his seat, he was up and ready to go. I happened to be sharing a bleacher with 27's grandmother. She travels from Raleigh, North Carolina to every one of his games. When she heard me gasp, she assured me her grandson is really good at falling. Does it about 3 times a season. Once, when he was 8 years old during his first game ever, he was launched out of his chair, and the ref, upon trying to help him up, was ringed out so thoroughly that by the time he was 12 years old, every referee in the state of North Carolina knew better than to try and touch 27. And so he learned to rebound. And so he became the voice of fate for those other kids, saying, come on, keep up. The fact that I am and will always be faster than you is no less fair than any of the circumstances that put us in this game in the first place. Keep up. And if you're lucky, maybe I'll pass you the ball. And he does, and they do, because this is not a group of kids operating under false pretenses. It is an assembly of athletes who have learned that a spina bifida can put you in a chair at age 16, if a car crash can end your senior year, if a pair of stumps can be the only thing to sit beneath your waist, and there will be shit in life that you can't control, so you better be sure that your arms are strong enough to seize the reins on everything else. I am not a sports fan, but you will find me in the front row for any spectacle that shows me that you never have to feel weak when you know your arms are the 2 strongest things in the world. I am not a sports fan, but I will shell out anything for a ticket that tells me that you never have to be ashamed of those stumps before you when you know no one is looking at your legs. I am not a sports fan, y'all, but I will rise to my feet and cheer for anyone who shows me you never have to fear hitting the floor when your entire life has taught you to vault back up and play. This is what I fear will be true tomorrow. Current tally. The Blind Side, 1. All of Spike Lee's movies, 0. Let's just think about that. How many black directors have been nominated for Best Director? Oh, this is, okay, you're not even really gay. This is why you're here on this. The correct answer is 2. One of them's even gay. Jesus. I mean, here's another poem. John Singleton and Lee Daniels. Okay, so, again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, everyone who put this together. This is my last piece, and it is for you guys. Thank you so much.
But are you slamming?
I am told that I am slamming, so come back tomorrow and watch me get my ass kicked. Most people don't introduce themselves by telling me the year they graduated in. So, when I got a call from Meredith, Singleton Ray High School, class of '94, I knew what was up. Before she could finish telling me the name of the hall or the price of the tickets, I cut her off. Yeah, this sounds real nice, Meredith, but I don't think a high school reunion is what I need. See, I already spent 4 years of my life with these people, and now, 15 years later, I think that was enough. I don't need a special occasion to reunite with people I knew primarily by chance, but if you want to throw a reunion I would attend, reunite me with my past inspirations. Find the woman at the grocery store who told me I had a beautiful face. face, or the 5th grade teacher who drew me as a garbage pail kid, reserved 5 tables for my favorite teachers, 3 more for my favorite writers, and filled the dance floor with veritable strangers. People who held the door open for me, let me merge in front of them in traffic, or just smile during the worst part of an already bad day. Because the members of my graduating class are people I primarily want to see out of morbid curiosity or a sense of obligation. And these are not the motives I prefer. I need a reunion with a little more soul than that, Meredith. Well, we're bound together by genuine affection, so send free tickets to the guy who runs my favorite used bookstore, or the woman who hosts the local open mic night. Invite them because my life intersected with theirs through the conscious choices and mutual passions, not a shared year of birth or income bracket, or the fact that our parents all chose the same school district to buy a house in. Because while I wish no particular harm on the girl who sat behind me in algebra, or the guy whose chemistry notes I used to copy, I could get through the rest of my life without ever seeing them again. But if you could find the woman who sang the most beautiful version of Ave Maria in a church I only attended twice, or the priest who gave me my first Holy Communion at the age of 28, I would gladly shell out $75 for a ticket and 100 more for a tux to dance to old school Mariah Carey and 10,000 Maniacs with the woman who taught me to juggle, or the director of the first play I was ever in, because they represent the life I have created and the person I am becoming. And this far removed from adolescence, isn't that what we should be focusing on, Meredith? The people who made us what we are through something other than happenstance, because the people from high school who I still want in my life are the people who I've kept in my life. I don't need a semi-annual event to bring them back. But the people for whom regular contact was never an option, they are who I want in that hall. Fuck rent too! Fill up one with the people who influence me, fill up the other with all the people I influence. All the mothers of kids just like me who they officially decided not to medicate after hearing my ADD poem. Or the 16-year-old boy who realized being gay is not a death sentence after hearing me read. Let them fill up their respective halls for a couple of hours, then at midnight, tear down the walls and let them spill over into each other in a collision of unparalleled beauty and goodwill. That is the reunion I will attend, Meredith. Can you facilitate that, bitch? Yeah, Meredith had already hung up. But it didn't matter, because about halfway through I realized I wasn't talking to her. I was talking to you guys. Because me being here right now is my first step in making my life a non-stop reunion, in which every day is a celebration of those who inspire. So capturing fire, thank you for coming. Well.